They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Wisconsin Badgers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Razorbacks will kick it off to get us underway. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Brooks. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Finding that guy that can be a complement to the run game, that's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Ballard. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hairs on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
To the air on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Back to pass. Time to take a shot. He's got it at the 30. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Edwards. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Ballard. No chance to run, but still a good game.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking left. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And the Badgers have their offense in high gear.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Send that offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To throw, it's Green. Fakes to grab. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. It's complete. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
Yeah, and makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now the play fake. Rush is on him. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Caught over the middle, it's Anthony. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to throw. Here's a heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
A loss of 5 yards on the play. Brings up second and goal.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for a man. It's Green. Finds his man. It's Blake. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined, and that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but they're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. got a little space. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Edwards. He's got an open man. On the move at the 30. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. It's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. And the Badgers want to crank the tempo. They're going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Gets it out fast. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Man, the red zone, the field starts to shrink as a defense. I don't drop as far in my drops now. I got to understand, I'm getting back quick. That ball's going to come out. Nice job by the defense reacting to the pass and going and making a physical tackle.
They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on 3rd and goal from the 2? From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Dogs send that offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Green. Keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quarterback floating away from pressure. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That is a nice job by the defense in a sudden change type situation. The play before, you just gave up a big completion down the field. So you got to try to stop the bleeding right away up front. Your pass rush comes through for you, and you create a negative play.
Big 1st down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
Quarterback keeps it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half. Close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Appalachian State. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Fires to the right. Makes the catch, it's Mason. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Badgers have it with a first and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got him. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
Absolutely perfect. That pushes the lead to 6. It's 20-14. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Badgers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ready to send out this offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This is a designed run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do.
There he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman, but just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
The sure hands. It's Green. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up good numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. To the air. It's Green. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
Wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up 1st and goal.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They'll run the option. Smashes through the tackle, and he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the op.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
The Badgers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The sure hands, it's Dupree. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only 1 play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Bring in the heat. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
That scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Throwing on the run. Snags it down the right side. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Brown. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
Dropping back, it's Green. Here's the pressure. Here comes the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game? That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Timeout call by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Dances away. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Take it himself. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down.
And here's the deal. 4th quarter, I'm trailing, 4th and goal, which makes a difference to me because I drove the ball down the field. I've had some success. Do I want to stay aggressive here? This offense is down, but has a chance to really put some points on the board and make a little bit of a splash.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to pass. It's Green. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Griffin. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Showing the arm strength to the left. Makes the grab on the big throw. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Badger! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. He is putting the Badgers on his back. Reminds me of games we called when Russell Wilson was at the helm.
Yeah, and I know Wisconsin fans get jacked up when they get great quarterback play. They don't get it very often. They don't get the explosive numbers with this offense. But this dude, he's putting on a show, and I guarantee you they are jumping around.
Ready to send out this offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are good.
Makes the grab on the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Green. Pressure coming. He's not afraid to go deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that. So
a shot toward the end zone. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Taking it the other way.
And then we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play. And, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anthony. Open field on the right. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like